At my son's birthday party, my sister stood up and said, "Well, everyone's here, let's sing for Lily too. Her birthday's in 2 weeks." She pulled out a cake for her daughter while my son just stared at the floor. I didn't say a word. I took my son, the gift bags, and walked out. That night, my mom texted, "You still paying for their rent this month?" I replied, "Rent? Oh, I thought we were singing for Lily now." By morning, the group chat exploded. I'd been covering their $200 rent for 8 months straight. It started with just this once back in January when my brother-in-law lost his warehouse job. Then February came, then March. By August, my sister wasn't even asking anymore. She'd just text a calendar emoji on the 28th and I'd send the money. No thank you. No updates on job hunting. Just a thumbs up emoji and radio silence until next month. My son turned 7 on that Saturday. He's obsessed with Spider-Man. Wore the costume to bed for 3 weeks straight. All he wanted was a cake with Spider-Man swinging across it and his name in web letters. I paid $85 for that cake at the fancy bakery downtown. Worth every cent to see his face light up. We had 12 kids in the backyard. Bounce house, pizza, the works. When it was time for cake, everyone gathered around. My son was bouncing on his toes, eyes glued to those candles. I was mid-lighter click when my sister stood up. Wait! She waved her arms like a traffic cop. Everyone stopped. My son froze, lighter still in my hand. She smiled at the crowd. "While we're all here, let's sing for my daughter too. Her birthday's in 2 weeks and we never get the whole family together like this." Then she walked to her car and pulled out a cake. A whole cake. 3 layers, pink frosting, edible glitter, the works. Must have cost $60 minimum. The topper said, "Almost birthday girl," in sparkly letters. I watched my son's face. The excitement drained out like someone pulled a plug. He looked down at his shoes. His best friend whispered, "Is it her party too?" My sister started singing. A few confused people joined in. My mom was one of them. I blew out my son's candles for him, grabbed the gift bags from the table, took his hand and said, "Let's go get real ice cream." We left through the side gate. That night, after he fell asleep still wearing his Spider-Man mask, my phone buzzed. Mom's text, "You still paying for their rent this month?" Not, "Is your son okay?" Not, "What happened?" Just checking if the ATM was still working. I typed back, "Rent? Oh, I thought we were singing for my niece now." I went to bed. Woke up to 47 messages in the family group chat. My aunt, "You embarrassed your sister in front of everyone." My cousin, "It's just a cake. Why are you being dramatic?" My sister's message was 5 paragraphs long. How she was trying to include my daughter because she looks up to her cousin, and I made a scene over nothing, and some of us are going through real struggles. Not one person asked about my son. So I canceled the automatic rent transfer. Just deleted it. Didn't announce it, didn't threaten, just stopped. September 1st came and went. September 3rd, my phone rang. My sister, "Hey, the rent didn't go through. Can you resend it?" I didn't answer. She called again an hour later. Then texted, "Seriously, we need that money today." I left her on red. By September 5th, my mom called. "Your sister's landlord is threatening eviction. Why didn't you pay? I'm not responsible for her rent. You've been helping for months. You can't just stop. Watch me." She hung up. The group chat erupted again. This time my uncle chimed in. Then my brother-in-law's brother. Everyone had an opinion about how cold I was being, how family helps family. Still, nobody asked about my son. 2 weeks later, there was a knock on my door. My sister, holding her daughter's hand. No husband, no apology in her eyes. "We need to talk about Christmas," she said. "Christmas? Yeah. Are we still doing gifts this year? Because my daughter's been asking, and I don't want to disappoint her if you're going to be petty about, I already gave you your gift." I said, 8 months of free rent. That's $9,600. Merry Christmas." Her mouth fell open. "You're seriously going to punish my daughter because you're mad at me?" "I'm not punishing anyone. I'm teaching my son that it's okay to walk away from people who only show up when they need something." She called me selfish. Said I was holding a grudge over one little mistake. That my son needed to learn to share the spotlight anyway. I closed the door. She stood on my porch for a full minute before leaving. That night, my son asked if we could have a do-over party. Just us, Dad, like the people who actually wanted to be there. We got the Spider-Man cake again. Invited his 3 best friends. Ordered pizza. Sang happy birthday off-key while he blew out the candles with the biggest smile I'd seen in weeks. When everyone left, he hugged me tight and whispered, "This was way better." My sister texted yesterday. Said she found a cheaper apartment and no longer needs my charity anyway. Like she was doing me a favor. I didn't respond because I was busy helping my son build a blanket fort in the living room, and that's the only family obligation I care about anymore.